Yesterday we have seen some space and timeline, right? So for your sake, I will once again do that. For you, it will be a revision class, all right? I will touch whatever we have done yesterday. Is there anyone like in your graduation history or background non-history? Depending on that, it will vary. Understanding of history will change. Graduation, do you have history or engineering? Okay, fine, no issue. We have to know, first of all, when it comes to history, first we have to know about the space. That means how our India looks. If I show you the map, this is how. Without first having some idea about this land, we cannot know what is happening in this particular location. Now you can see this. This is located in such a way. This is sea, the blue color which is in sea. Have you gone through the atlas yesterday? Yes. This is sea, completely ocean. Now you see, if somebody wants to invade from this area, is it possible? Invasion means bringing some army, military, coming with the horses and chariots. Is it possible from this side? No, it is completely not possible. That's why this part is safe. Nature itself has given this, completely safe. And same is the case with the Arabian Sea. Just imagine before ships were not there. There were no ships at all, only horses and chariots. These are the natural wars and battles equipments. Is it possible through Arabian Sea? No. Is it possible from Bay of Bengal without navy? No. But when it comes to land, on land horses can come, chariots can come. This is how, if you see, throughout our past, before the British or before Europeans, there was no kind of invasion, completely protection was there naturally. People do not require any kind of special army to protect. And similarly, this side, if you understand, do you see some kind of physical geography? That means how the physical location looks. This white color you see, this side, Arunachal Pradesh, you can see from Arunachal Pradesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Himachal, Jammu and Kashmir. What this white color indicates? Mountains, and very tall mountains where snow-capped mountains are there. These are called Himalayas. Any army crossing this Himalayas also very difficult. Throughout our past, we did not face any kind of invasion from this side also. That means on completely this side safe before the technology, navy technology. This side safe, and this side also safe. But there is one place that always human beings, not only military, but common people also used to migrate, that is from this. You can see this. What is green color? Any idea? What is this green color indicates? The geographical feature. Green color means a forest area. So many rivers are there here. One major river is called, that is Indus River. But Indus is having so many small tributaries that multiple rivers merge with Indus. Because of this is a completely plain area. Wherever plain area you are seeing, where green color patches, agriculture is possible. Wherever a strong agriculture base is there, those areas are historically very rich. That's why this area is going to be very rich. This area is going to be very rich. But today farmers are very poor. But once, if tax collection is not very high, farmers were in better condition. But whoever king was there, they used to extract as much revenue as possible. That's why at that time also farmers were poor, but the kingdoms were rich. Kingdoms were rich. Whoever controlled these green patches, they were very rich. Whoever controls this green color patch, they are going to control entire India. Because the taxes they collect and they maintain very strong army. For maintaining strong army, they require finances. They collect from the people, and that is how. Do you see this area? You can see some kind of brown color. Any idea what does it indicate? Plateaus. In geographical feature, it is called plateau or simply less rainfall. If you see the coastal area, there is a green color. In this side, towards coastal side, more rainfall happens. Similarly, this side also a little bit, but in the middle, it is plateau. This side, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, in the middle, rainfall is less. Whatever rain that is coming from here, when the clouds hit the mountains, it give rainfall that side, they are not able to go. As a result, this is a drought-prone area. According to this condition, their food habits also will change. If you have a plain area, for example, if you take in this side also in northeast, which area you are seeing green color? Or which one you are seeing? This white, do you know what is this? What is this? River. It's a river. What is the river name? Any idea? Brahmaputra river. This is Brahmaputra river. It takes birth in Himalayas. As you grow, it becomes very, very tall. Height increases, the temperature falls, more ice. When ice melts, these rivers are coming. Assam is the plain area. Assam is plain, and this area is once again hilly terrain is there. Whoever controls Assam, they are going to rule this part of the country. And Bangladesh, you can see Bangladesh is full of plain area only, not much. This side Brahmaputra and this side Ganga river both come and join in Bangladesh. Do you know, out of this entire country, which area first English people captured? English people ruled India how many years approximately? 200 years they ruled India. Do you know which area they first captured? That time there is no Bangladesh, there is no West Bengal, Bengal, single one. They controlled this area. And this area is very fertile in nature. And whoever controlled this, they get a lot of taxes, they exploited people, and now they started conquering other territories. This is how the location matters a lot when we know about history. History is nothing but these kind of stories only. In which places people were living, what kind of lifestyle, and what kind of kingdoms emerged, in which places empires emerged, what kind of art and culture emerged. In terms of questions, they are going to ask like in which places what evidence is coming to show our own culture, like in which place which dynasties were ruling, which dynasties contributed for some kind of literature. Is it a Sanskrit literature or Persian literature? Or is there any kind of big monuments like temples, etc.? This is the first step you have to know about history. Without knowing this part, we really cannot enjoy our history subject itself. So this, as you go this side, this land is there. Do you know who is Columbus? Have you heard this person name? Columbus. How he is famous in our history? Just guess. Can you guess? Online students, can you guess? He discovered a route, sea route. To which place? To India, different person. Columbus is different person. The person who discovered sea route to India is Vasco da Gama. The person who discovered sea route from this side to this side is Columbus. Do you know what is this area? In cricket also, you will have this. There is a country. Any idea? Have you heard West Indies? West Indies cricket team is also. And from where that west means we can understand west side. But again, Indies from where that come? India is this side. In this location, the people who were originally there for very long time, since many thousands of years, they were called Red Indians. Today also, the term goes Red Indians. From where that, again, that India is coming. And there is a ocean. What is the name of this ocean below our Kerala? Indian Ocean. There is no ocean which is named after a country called India. So one ocean is also there with the name. And one side West Indies, which has no connection with this part. And Americans, the previous settlers, local settlers were called Red Indians. How these are emerging? And what is the significance of India? That means before British came to India, do they know about India? What they were trying to do? This one, we do not know about this part earlier because our Bible says, every religion says, this is how our earth, flat. If you are here, if you are here, and if you are here, if this person wants to come to this is India. This is middle, Saudi Arabia, and this is Europe. Before 1500, the belief was, if you want to go to India, you have to travel only this way. Suppose if these people don't allow them to come towards this side, what they will do? They cannot reach easily to India. Somebody told, by traveling this way also, you can reach India. And other people questioned it. Are you mad? How can you go this side? Because if you travel towards the west, how can you reach east? People question. But some people know, whatever we are believing, earth is a flat one. That concept itself is wrong. You see how some kind of ideas which we believe as part of religion, those were questioned, completely new kind of knowledge, new kind of age began. They told, our earth is not flat, our earth is like this. You are here, Saudi Arabia, this is India, and this is Europe. Either you can go towards this side, or I can go India by traveling this way also. Because earth is round, and I will reach here. This is what experimented. This is what experimented in 1400s. Many people wanted to find a route to India because by 1500 itself, this land is very wealthy. Very wealthy. Already the stories about India reached far and wide. All of you know Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great also came to India. He comes from this region. Greece is there. All the way he comes. He conquered all the territories in between, and he reached up to Sindh, up to here. We are talking about Alexander. Alexander means how many thousands of years? Yesterday we have seen approximately 2,300 years ago. 2,300 years ago. 1500 means 500 years ago, they wanted to find a route to India, not through land, but to sea by traveling towards west. Columbus tried. He thought, after seeing the land, and he thought this is India, he was very happy. Yes, I discovered land route, sea route to India. After some time, one more person came, and he traveled all the way like this. And he went back and told, I really reached India. These are the products from India. He brought one ship, Vasco da Gama. He took all the important textiles, spices, and he sold it in the European market. He got 60 times more profit. He spent 100 rupees to reach India and he got 60 times to that, 6,000. So like that, he showed that whatever you went, that is not India. Whatever I went, that is India. But people continuously started calling to satisfy Columbus, this is West Indies. You see how India is important? Now the people also red Indians it became. So the people of Europeans were so much attached to India to reach, to know, to get the land route or sea route, so that they can trade with India continuously. First of all, why Europeans are this much showing interest in India means, since historically, very long ago onwards, this became land of wealth. Wealth means gold, one way. Another one is philosophy, knowledge. Knowledge is wealth. This land produced a lot of knowledge. That wealth also went, knowledge also went. So they want to reach to this land. Like today, America is considered as the place where a lot of technologies used to happen. Developments are taking place. Previously in Europe, so many developments were taking place. At some point of time, in India also, that kind of development took place. So whatever map you are seeing, this is the result of the questioning of the existing beliefs, religious beliefs. By knowing history, you will come to know that how these religious beliefs in the first place emerged and how our ancestors questioned, how the view of the people itself changed. Otherwise, in the name of superstitions, problem is not only questioning. If you question, you will get killed. Superstitions. That means church will be there in Europe. If you say something against the church, you will be killed. You will be burnt. So that kind of system was there, prevalent in Europe at that time. So these kind of things, first of all, just you need to have how the world is there. For this sake, I just shown you. Today, what we will do, we will practice. Unless you know this, you cannot understand the history. Yesterday, we have tried India map. Once again, we will try today also. For you, it is a repetition, a revision. You will learn. We will draw India also at the same time, world map also. Through that, you will come to know how our history is evolving. So first you draw. Online students, so we are trying first world map. You are going to draw world map, but I will show you how to draw. It's going to be easy. Slowly we can go. And after that, we will try India map also. India and world. The food which we are eating, potato. Do you know it is Indian food? It comes from somewhere. Any idea? It's not Portuguese. It did not come from this. Portugal, this is Europe. Portuguese people brought to India, but they brought potato from this area. When they controlled this area, now they brought, because this side also Portuguese territories were their colony. Goa is also Portuguese colony. They were transporting some new ideas, new products, people, ideas. But today, can we imagine our food without potato? So now, if someone says potato is not ours, if you don't study history and people will argue intensely, or have you gone mad? That is ours only. But that is the truth. Next. For that sake, we are trying to understand. When you go for marriage, Sherwani people wear Sherwani. Sherwani tradition also did not come from within Indian boundary. It comes from Central Asia. But today, We believe that is ours only. Potato is ours only. There is no question in that. And today we are speaking English. We owned it. There is a very, very cordial way of telling English people may forget English, England people, but India will never forget English. Because so many people are there. We own this language and it will never die. This is how India is a land which gave a lot of ideas to the world. Just now I have seen, just now I gave you example. There is no connection between India and this world, but still people started calling West Indies. No connection between these people and India, Red Indians. That is how Indian terms, Indian ideologies went outside. Same is the case, outside world ideas also entered into India. Let us. First, you draw one line. This is called equator geographically. Online students, please follow slowly. Draw one line in the middle of your page, this equator. In the middle, you draw like this. First, you draw this one. Then join like this. It should be above this line, equator. Next. This way. Above equator only. Then bring it. Then bend. Small bend. India never touches equator. It is above equator line. Above equator only. Here some islands are there, Indian islands. Any idea? Andaman, Nicobar. Here also islands are there. Lakshadweep. They are also above equator only. Bench like this. Take it. That side is Asia. One box this side. For Africa. Match like this. Next. From here, take it. Slowly you try. This. Join there. Jesus means which religion? Christianity. Do you know what is the place of Jesus in this part of the world? Rome. Okay, one guess. Any other guess? This is India. This is Saudi Arabia. If I show you here, this how. India, Saudi Arabia, this one. Do you see here? Are you seeing Israel somewhere? Where? Here? In your map also. Mark it. Israel. So only when you have some idea about land, then only all stories will come out. Feeling difficult? Okay. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Thank you, thank you. This is Israel. Fine. This is the place Jesus was living. Our time is depending on Jesus. AD and CE we are calling, like after Jesus, before Jesus. BC means before Christ. This is the place he belongs. Next, Islam means founder of Islam. Any idea who is the founder of Islam? Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad belongs to this region, Saudi Arabia. After Jesus, a very big religion, Islam. Saudi Arabia, he established Islam. Jesus established Christianity. Very good, Adam. Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a divine place for Christianity followers. That is the place where Jesus was living. This is the place where Prophet Muhammad. In Islam, which places are very important divine centers? People take pilgrimage. Any idea? Makkah and Medina, they are located in this location. You see this? Medina. So these are the places. This is the place. During the lifetime of Prophet Muhammad, he was propagating his idea in this location. Later today, across the world, Islamic followers are there. And when during the lifetime of Jesus also, he was propagating in this location. Across the world today, Jesus followers are there. No. Buddha. Buddha means which religion? Buddhism. In which location? India. Present day, Nepal, Bihar boundary. This is the place Buddhism emerged. Jesus, Islam, and Buddhism. Now, if we take the timeline, at some point of time, Jesus was living. If we consider that as number 1, that means if we start counting the years, 1, say like after 10 years after Jesus, we call 10 years after Jesus. If we want to count if a person is existing before Jesus, we have to go back like 10 years before Jesus. The reference became so important. It talked like 10 years after Jesus and 10 years before Jesus. Because Europeans were very powerful few years ago and they were following Christianity. They have taken Jesus' lifetime as the reference. They started counting the number of years also from Jesus. After how many years of Jesus, Prophet Muhammad was living? Jesus was here after 600 years after Jesus, approximately Islam. Christianity emerged at some point of time. 600 years after Jesus, it emerged. What about Buddhism? This is exactly opposite. 600 years earlier or 500 years before Jesus. In India, there is one more religion called Sikhism. In which area Sikhism is more popular? In which state? Punjab region. This is Punjab region. Do you know after how many years of Jesus in Punjab Sikhism emerged? Approximately around 1500 years after Jesus. Sikhism. And in history, we are going to study about how the people were following this idea of religions. When the questions wise also, with respect to Buddhism, every year questions appear in prelims. In mains also, it used to ask how the temple architecture reflect the society of that time period. How stupa architecture, stupa is a monument in Buddhism. How stupa architecture is reflecting the society of that particular time period, one type of question. In prelims, in which locations Buddha was during his lifetime, he was giving speeches or preaching, one type of question. There are so many Buddhist monks who has written something on Buddha life. Who are those people? These are the questions. And this is how you have to know on what basis we are talking 500 years BC, 500 years after mean, Jesus is taken as the reference. First of all, you have to know in which location Jesus was there. Why not Prophet Muhammad? Very good. Why not Buddha? These institutions, this counting in 1500 to say like 1950s. During this time period, these are the people technologically very advanced. They started discovering new routes. They discovered new lands. And these people colonized this area, colonized this area, colonized this area, colonized this area, and colonized this area, and colonized this area. Whole world came under Europeans. What kind of impact it will be? If whole world is ruled by Europeans, European language will go. Which language Australians are speaking today? English only. In India also English is there. What language Americans are speaking? English. What languages Brazil people are, South American people are speaking? Even though it is not English, Portuguese and Spanish. Europeans only. and Europeans were following a religion, Christianity. And in their society, Jesus is very important. Everything they take from Jesus. Because they were believing before Jesus, there is a completely ignorance. Once Jesus came, light came. God has given light. And that light became the starting point of the human life. Could you see this? What is the connection? But some people questioned, we don't want to use Jesus because we follow different religion. Then a new kind of amendment, some kind of concession came that we will not use before Jesus, after Jesus. We will use some secular name. That means it will not refer to any particular kind of religion. Let us call something it will not refer to any religion. Before that, let us call before common era. So overall it becomes CE, PC. That's it. We are counting. Today we are in 2025. What is the year today? 2025. And after 2025, you will give CE. That means since Jesus, we are living 2025 years since Jesus' life. That is how. And what was the name earlier? This is AD. BC. Before Christ. AD means it's a Greco-Latin word. Anno Domini. What is the meaning of it? In the year of the Lord. This BC and AD, this came, this one, this is recent, this is a 19th, 20th century development. But this one emerged in almost around 500 years after Jesus. Years after Jesus, this scale was created. This time scale was created. If you observe this, in this scale, this is how the scale looks. One common era, 2 common era, 3 common era. Before 1, what should be there? In the mathematics scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 should be there. But in this time scale, there will be no 0. Once again 1. But this will change. Why? I will explain. 2 BC, 3 BC. Like potato came to India, 0 went to Europe from India. But 0 was invented at this time period. Europeans do not know 0 at this time. This happened, this time scale developed 500 years after Jesus. This time scale developed. There was a person called Gregorian. This is calendar is also called Gregorian calendar. Have you heard this term? Gregorian calendar. A monk, a Christian monk, developed the name Gregorian. It is called Gregorian calendar. This happened 500 years after Jesus. But 500 years after Jesus, this is happening in Europe. There was no 0 in Europe at this time. Because 0 invented by Indians around the same time period. So it takes some time to reach 0 to Europe side. Very good question. This one. There was a very powerful empire, Roman Empire. Roman letters. Do you know how Roman letters? In Roman letter, what is this one? If it is 10, if it is 30, this is this one, this one. You convert into Indian numerals. This is 1, this one, this one, this one. Which is easier? Writing only one letter is easy or writing 4 letters easy? This is 10. It appears one letter only, here 2 letters. Now here how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4. But here how many letters? But if you convert into Indian, write 38. How much it will become 38? 1, 2, 3. How many letters? Which is easier? That's why Europeans also adopted Indian numerals. And at that time, 0 also there. That's way. But Indians, Europeans got this 0, this 1, 2, 3. From here it went to this area. From here it went to this area. That means Europeans are getting from whom? Arabs. That's why they named not as Indian numerals, but Arab numerals. Arab numerals. And in the first place, how Arabs got? Indian numerals. Like India influenced by outside ideas, similarly, India's ideas influenced the world or not? Our history is about this, how this is happening. Any idea who invented 0? Aryabhat. Aryabhat. Where he was living, any idea? Aryabhat is a very famous disciple of Mahakal. In India, which temple? Which place? Mahakal temple famous? Ujjain. Very good. So in Madhya Pradesh. Near that area, he was living. You see this, some kind of connection. But today, can we imagine computers without 0? It's all about language 0 and 1 only, binary only. Humanity is benefiting from the invention of 0. But it doesn't mean that India invented this artificial intelligence. It is the collective knowledge of the humanity. Every section of the people, every location has discovered something, every location has invented something. Every set of people have done something throughout the past, and now today we are using collective knowledge. Our history is in one summary, how this knowledge is moving and how our people are interacting. The better we know about this, the more ideas you will get for the present context. So here, in your map, do you know Confucius? Any idea? Confucius, somewhere here. Which country? He belongs to China. Confucius. China, like same, like Buddha, he was also a very great scholar, Confucius. Have you heard there is a religion called Parsis or Zoroastrians? In which country it emerged? That is not Israel, Iran. But today Iran follows which religion? Dominant. Today Iran followers of Islam. Before the rise of Islam, Iran was following Zoroastrianism. In India, the followers of Zoroastrianism we call Parsis. What it is indicating? One idea will be there, new idea will come. On top of it, another idea will come, another idea will come. That is how humanity continuously questioning the practices, new ideas are coming. We have to know that what is the influence of this on this land. As of now, we have seen different ideas in different parts. In Hinduism or in Brahmanical tradition, what is the first Veda? Rig Veda. Rig Veda emerged near Indus. This is 1500 years BC. Which is considered as the foundation of Brahmanical tradition. This. What is the religion of Israel people? Some idea? It is called Jewish people or Judaism. Judaism. Around the same time period. Around the same time period. Israel. Now, if we draw everything in one time scale. Yes, please. Very good. Christianity came. Now, they were initially following Judaism 1500 years before Jesus. That is what I wrote, 1500 BCE. At one point of time, Jesus came. But whatever Jesus was preaching, he was preaching against some social problems. And at that time, social problems means the problems present in Judaism. That means he is attacking the evils that are present in this idea. Evils means nothing. Some are very poor, some are very rich. Jesus told this should not be there. People should enjoy minimum equality. Some were, these poor people were exploited. Hardworking, they were forced. Now he told love, peace. He was teaching this, but existing powerful people were not happy about this. And as a result, Jesus was crucified. Crucified means simply death punishment. At that time, crucifixion means this is all. Hanging? Yes. Jesus. So it's like a death penalty. And he was given death penalty because he was opposing the existing norms. Like somebody told, Earth is not flat, Earth is globe. Some people were killed. Same thing happened to Jesus also, same. When he was talking about existing problems, the existing social elites, powerful people consider he is dangerous for their position and he was eliminated. But Jesus, when he was living, he was not that powerful. After the crucifixion, he became very powerful. That is how. But this is what love, peace, equality, all the religions. In the first place, Judaism also teaches the same thing only. All religions, Islam also. The meaning of Islam also submission, and it talks about this only. Later, some people use this for promotion of the violence. Sikhism talk about the same. And Buddhism, known for non-violence. Jainism, non-violence. All religions emerged in the same context. Whenever rich-poor divide is there, when some people were suffering a lot, to remove suffering, these ideas came so that humanity can live peacefully. This is the context. Now let us draw whatever you have seen up to now. Let us make it one chart so that you will have some idea. Give the heading, major events in human life. Major events in human life. It's the entire humanity, not only about India, entire humanity. One CE. Jesus was living. (572) 632 CE. Prophet Muhammad was living. This is religion wise. Zero invention. So which have changed the humanity forever. Next. (563) BC. Buddha born. (1500) BC. First Veda called Rig Veda developed. Rig Veda developed. Around the same time only, Jainism also emerged. 500s. Buddhism, Jainism, Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, invention of zero. First Veda, Rig Veda. Bible means which religion? Bible, Christianity. That means Bible born before CE or after CE. According to Bible, God has created two human beings called Adam and Eve. And we human beings are progeny of Adam and Eve. Just give. Now, if that story was born after Jesus, then who are the people earlier who were there? They saw the history rationally, logic-wise, rational-wise, how the biological evolution is something, but religious idea is something. Same thing goes to India also. Purana says Brahma created this universe. In the first place, in which time period Puranas came? Vedas emerged at this time, but Puranas emerged at this time. Zero invention in this time period. Puranas. They talk about Brahma's creation. Then what about the people who were there earlier? They were there. Quran also says the same. Quran concept itself emerges after this time period. There were so many people before that also. You will get solution, you will get complete answers when you know history in the chronological order, what happened at what point of time, which happened. Before Veda, were there Indians? When it comes to India, before 3000 BC also, people were there. 1 lakh years ago also, people were there. In India also, in other part of the world, people existed. But only when today we are living in cities with advanced comfort life, these people were living in the nature, hunters and gatherers. Like animal, hunting, eating, like that. And if we go a little bit, at some point of time, animal and human same only. We human beings evolved from animals. Gradually, human beings started learning how to use various tools, various technologies, and gradually ideas emerged. That is how. Do you know in which year nuclear bomb was thrown on Japan by USA? 1945. USA dropped their weapon. Which time period Hitler was there? This time only. Second World War happened. That was the policies of Hitler. World War II. We are talking about some developments which took place 1900 years after Jesus. And today we are in 20. Could you see this? No. Printing press around 1440s onwards, printing press came. The moment printing press came, knowledge spread. Modern knowledge. Any idea computers for the first time emerged? 20th century computer became very common. But in 1800s itself, the concept of computer. That means a machine which can count the mathematics. And today we are talking about artificial intelligence and all. So based on this, God created human beings or human beings created God? Human beings created God. But if you tell this 500 years ago, you are going to die. Crucifixion, burning alive, burying dead, burying alive, burning alive, that kind of treatment. But today, we don't have that problem. If a person wants to make a movie, they can make. If a person wants to write a book, they can write. If a person wants to speak something, they can speak. In the Indian context, this is possible because of the Constitution, which came into picture in 1950. Let people follow any religion, any idea, anything, but all are equal. In 1950, Indian Constitution came into picture. Earlier, the belief was when kingdoms were there, this land belongs to the king, dynasty. But today, this land do not belong to any family. It belongs to every person. That is the difference. Earlier, if Akbar was there, this land belongs to Akbar. If Ashoka was there, this land belongs to Ashoka. But today, it neither belongs to Ashoka nor Akbar. It belongs to every person of the country. That itself has changed. That thought process itself has changed. This concept we call republic. Public. Republic means after every 5 years, once again, one person from the public becomes the head of the state. Head of the state means president. But real power lies in prime minister. But constitution wise, the first person means president. Earlier, this president, if you equate earlier, equal to king or a queen. And they used to impose tax at their will. If they want to go for wars, they could go for wars at any time. But ultimately, who have to pay the taxes? Common people only. They are the burden. They enjoy luxurious life. Common people are in the poor condition. The people who are supporting the king, they enjoy the luxurious life. What about the common people? That's why we question humanity. We means Indians also at the same time around people. They questioned and they told, we don't want this because it does not belong to a particular king. The people who are paying the taxes, in fact, they are the owners of this land. That's why this concept emerged. Our history is simply the beginning spot from where our humanity existed in this territory and how we moved towards this. In middle, so many religious ideas, so many Buddhist and Jainism and Brahmanical scholars, so many authors, so many dynasties, what contribution they have done. In cracks, those are the questions. Could you get something? So overall, you have to have some idea about this. Clear? So with this, I will draw India map. For you, it is first time. For you, it is once again. Coming to India, draw like this. Slowly you can draw, starting from top. Make bend this side. Bring it downward. Similar, equal proportion like this. And join here. Same like this. And now you have to bring it this side to merge like this. This one. Present day Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, present day Afghanistan. Okay. Historically, this is the place where Rigveda came into picture. This location, Indus. This is the location where Ashoka the Great was living. I'm giving only a few examples. Can you remember some great historical figures? Aristotle was living in Greece. Ptolemy was living in Egypt. Ptolemy. Okay, very good. From Indian side, great personalities. Gandhiji. Gandhiji belonged to this region. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel belongs to this region. Jawaharlal Nehru ancestors come from this Srinagar, Kashmir region, but they settled in UP region. Any other famous personalities from Indian history? Subhash Chandra Bose comes from this region. Bhagat Singh comes from this region. Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad, Bihar region. First president of India. In medieval times, can you identify some people? Cholas, there is a very powerful empire. Cholas were here. Mauryans, Ashoka the Great belongs to Mauryans. Maratha, Shivaji, he belongs to this region. Shivaji. Tipu Sultan, Mysore. Tipu Sultan. Something. Rajputs. Rajputs were here. Aryabhatta. Kalidasa, have you heard? Kalidasa. Kalidasa. He is a very big follower of Mahakal, Ujjain Mahakal. So Kalidasa writings, he invokes temple Ujjain. Aryabhatta, we do not exactly know which place he belonged. Because Guptas, there were rulers. They were ruling in this area. They were maintaining one court also near Ujjain. There were many scientists and scholars. Aryabhatta, probably he was also living around this. Kalidasa was living in this. Like that. So this is how different place has different significance. We have to know combinedly in which location what is happening, and also in sequence how it is happening, how the story is unfolding from the Stone Age, where people were in hunting gathering stage to advanced stage, or till Indian constitution is prepared. All right. So this is how the crux. Today we will stop the class here. Tomorrow I will continue. Today you have to go through the maps. The atlas is there, because first if you understand the political map and physical map. Political map means just go through which states are there in which area. How many states are there? Which states are located in which place? Ah. Uh-huh. Okay, right. Military did not come. Traders came. Traders are useful for the country's progress because they take Indian goods and they bring gold, silver. Indians were earning more. That's why Indian rulers encouraged. Vasco da Gama also, he was invited or encouraged with Aditya Devo Bhava. He was encouraged by the local ruler and it was benefiting the local ruler. Like today, Indian Prime Minister is going to different parts of the world and asking about market access where the products can go and sell. Why? And also we are inviting people to invest in India, like Elon Musk, please come and invest in India. We are not seeing him as a threat. Tomorrow he is going to rule India. We are not seeing him as a threat today. But after some time, if Elon Musk is going to rule India, then that time people will decide judgmental that why our ancestors have done this kind of the decision. At the present moment, whatever is helpful for us, we are taking the decisions. At that time, Indians were interacting with outside world as a traders. The natural boundary is this ocean. Invasions did not come from that side, but ideas went, traders went, philosophers went. No, there are so many battles, but first major battle which has changed the course of history is Battle of Buxar, Bihar. Battle of Buxar, Bihar. Battle of Plassey in Bengal. Plassey in Bengal. Battle of Panipat. Have you heard this stuff? Battle of Panipat. Panipat is in Haryana. Aurangzeb, Marathas, Shivaji were fighting in this location. So this is the location. Deccan, it is called Deccan. So that's why you see how the significance of the location. Otherwise, what you can visualize, if I simply start telling the story, where is it happening and why it is happening and how it is happening, you cannot understand. That's why you have to have some idea about this location. Then you will be able to correlate. So time and space are two essential components to understand history. First permanent factory was established by, he has even written a book also, The History of Geography of India. He wrote like History of Geography of India. Sanjeev Sanyal, his name, and he has written that. That's all. All right. Today we'll stop here. I hope you understood. And this is the way in which we are going to understand history. Online students, clear? Tomorrow we will continue from here. Today we'll stop the class here. All right. Thank you.